Okay. We can see that today Excel automation, previously we learned about read range and write range. We can see that small calculations. Okay, in the home, I'm opening the sales data. What we need to do, whatever quantity and unit price, you need to multiply and you need to add the total amount here. Okay, that we need to do. First, what I'm going to do, I'm copying all this thing in the new sheet. Okay, this is the products data. Sheet name is products. Okay, after this, I'm giving the total amount. I'm deleting the column. We don't write this column also. Okay. This here we need to add the total amount. How we normally we can do here, you can paste the equal to one here. Select this and select and this is how we can do the calculations, and we will drag and drop here. This is how we can do it manually. Okay, I'm deleting this, and right now we can see that how we can do this using the UiPath. Okay, for that, what I'm creating the new process. Excel basics to Excel basics to create. Okay, it's created. Now the first step what we need to do, that is to read the Excel. Okay, we need to read the Excel data. For that, go to the activities panel. There we can search for read range. We are using the workbook only. Read range workbook. Once after clicking on read range workbook, here I am browsing my file. Where my file is there on desktop, it is there, and the name is UiPath and sales data. I'm using the sales data. The file name, the file is already in use. We need to close this tab. Close the file. Yes. Okay. Open. Once after completion of this, we need to give the sheet name. What is the sheet name we have given previously? Products. And we need to provide the range. I'm giving the double quotes. By using this, it will read the entire sheet. Okay, entire sheet. If you want to give any particular range, then we can open the sheet. The sheet from this location to this here. You can observe that is A1 to, what is the last cell? F54. If you want to give the range, you can give it like that. A1 to F54. Like this, you can give the range. But right now, I'm taking it as a whole data. Okay. Once after reading this, we need to create the output for this. What is the output? Det control K. Click on control K. Create the variable det data. Okay, I'm taking it as det sales data. After that, what we are going to do, we need to read every range in that sheet. Every range, every row, sorry, every row we need to read. This row, this row, this row. One by one row we need to read. For that, what we need to, what activity is there in the UiPath for each row in data table? What activity for each row in data table? And I am dragging and dropping it for each row in data table. Which data table we need to read? When do the read range workbook and check the properties? Which data table we have given? Name DT sales data. Okay, in this we are going to give the DT sales data. Once after this, first we can check that we are getting the data or not. Okay, in message box, I'm using the message box. Okay, here I am using to show the data of this column. What we can do? Quantity. The column name is quantity. Okay, I'm showing you that current row of column name quantity dot toString. Okay, this is the quantity. And if you want to check the unit price, same message box, unit price will be the current row same column name is unit price. Column name is what? Unit price. Unit price dot toString. Once now we can check the data is coming or not. Okay, I'm debugging it. Sorry, we need to close the Excel file. Okay, I'm clicking on the retry option here. Okay, now you can able to see that 1250. The data is coming. Quantity and price for each quantity. Price for unit. Okay. Now data is coming. What we can do right now? We can save this two data in separate variable. Okay. Until here, what steps we followed? You can see till now. First step is read the input data. For that, what we need to use? The read range activity. Once after this, next step what we need, we need to go for the each row in the Excel. For that, what activity we used? For each row in data table. Okay, in this data table, what we did checked? We are checking the data is coming as per the column name or not. For that, current row. What is the name we have given here? Current row. This is for each current row. If it is available row in here, then we can give the row of quantity dot to string. Next, after that, we can copy this. We have given this. Okay, same. We have taken the unit price. These are the steps we did right now. Once after this, what we are going to do, we are assigning this data to these variables. Okay, I am creating the one variable here in going to the variable panel and quantity. I'm creating the quantity. Then unit price. Unit price. What we have here will be there. Quantity and unit price. It is which format we need to do. Here we can observe the Excel sheet. Here if we observe the Excel sheet, this is the integer value. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 5, 0. This is the integer value. For that, I am going to this variable. Okay, for that, what we are going to do, this name we are going to change. This variable we are going to change it to the integer. Int 32, integer. Okay. Once after changing this, I am taking the assign activity because we need to assign the data, whatever data it is available here, that data we need to assign those variables. We need to pass this data to those variables. For that, I am taking the one assign activity and giving the, what is the variable name? Quantity. Giving the name it as a quantity. Once after giving, I am going to give the current row of quantity dot to string. Same, I'm copying this and giving here. Okay. What happened here? One error it is showing. Option strict on this allows implicit conversion from string to integer. The selected value is incompatible with the property type. Why this error message is showing? Here in the last, we have given dot to string. Means whatever input we have given, that is in the dot to string format. But variable we created in a integer format. For that, we need to convert this string to the integer value. Okay. For this, what we need to do, I am giving the brackets on both sides. And in the starting, you can give the cint, means convert to integer, cint. What it will do, it will convert to the string to the integer. Okay, if you click on OK, if you observe the red symbol has gone, means now data is correct. Okay, same thing we can do for the unit price. For the activities panel and go for the assign. Okay, and here I am searching for unit price. I have given the unit price. Okay. In this unit price, what I am going to do, same current row of unit price dot to string I have taken. Saving that value. Once you can click on here, expression editor. I am clicking on these two icons, expression editor. Either you can click on this plus sign icon, use the open in advanced editor. Okay, once after this, giving the two brackets, both sides in the bracket, then use this cint, convert to integer. Now it is converted to the integer. It's done. Now we need to check that the data is passing to these variables or not, quantity and unit price. For that, what I'm going to do in this message box, I'm going to pass those variables, giving the quantity and giving the unit price. Save. And I'm debugging it. Closing the Excel sheet. We can take the one screenshot of it. You can check that data is coming correct or not. Okay. Now okay, now run it. Okay, let's check it. Quantity 1 and unit price is 1250. Good. Quantity 2, unit price is 1350. Okay, now the data is passing through those variables. I'm stopping it. And now what I'm going to do, we need to multiply this quantity and unit price. This output we need to save in a one variable. That is total pricing. What is the here really? Total amount. Okay, sorry. Total amount. I'm going to variable panel, creating the new variable, typing the total amount. Total amount. Once after this, total amount also will be in the integer. I am changing the variable type to the integer. Okay. Now I am using the another assign activity. There we are giving the total amount. Save to from which variable we need to save the data? Total amount. Once after that, quantity or and unit price. The same, whatever we have given the formula in the Excel sheet, same we are giving here. What it will do, it will multiply the quantity and unit price. Okay, let's see if it is correct or not. Okay, data is passing or not, and this data I am showing in the one message box again. That is total amount. Saving it. Run. Okay, unit quantity is 1. Unit price is 1250. The total price is 1250. Same, 1 into 1250, 1250. Go for the second row. 2. The quantity is how much? 2. 1350. Unit price. Then total amount is 2700. If you want to see that, I'm opening the calculator. Two into 1350. 2700. It is correct. Go for the second row. 4. 4 into quantity for unit price is 1800. 1800. The total one will be 7200. 7200. Okay. Now we are getting data correctly. Okay. Good. I'm stopping it. Okay. Until here, did you understand it? Type in the chat box if you understand until here. Until the multiplication. Type in the chat S. Okay, good. Now, you can observe what steps we did. You can see that what steps we did until here. Okay. Now, for each row in data table, that after this, what we did, created a one variable, created the variables, and passing those data to those variables. Once after this, which activity you used for this? Assign activity. Assign activity. Once after this, by using the assign activity, again, we did the multiplication. Multiplication of unit price and quantity. Output we saved. Output we saved in which variable? Total amount. Total amount variable. Okay. Until here, it's completed. Right now, the step, what step we need to follow? Whatever the total amount we are getting, that total amount, we need to add it into the Excel sheet. I'm opening the Excel sheet. Okay, we need to add into this total amount. Okay, for this, this cell, one by one, we need to add into the Excel sheet. For this, in the UiPath, we have one activity that name it as a write cell. Right cell. This is the activity. We are going to use the write cell workbook activity. Okay, write cell workbook. Here you can observe it is asking 3 inputs total. One is the path, second is the sheet name, and third one is the cell content text must be coded. Means what text you need to write in the cell. That is, then which cell we have to write. These are the 4 things it is asking and we need to provide. Okay, first thing, we need to give the workbook path. Same workbook path, wherever we are reading it, workbook path is same. Copying it and giving the here. Once after this, sheet name. Sheet name is also same sheet. Products copy. Okay. Now what we need to write? That is total amount. I am giving that variable here. Total amount. Either if you want to give the normal one, you can give the double quotes and give the like this. Okay, it will paste the same value, but every time our total amount will be variable now, it will vary. That is why I'm passing the variable here. Total amount. But it is showing one error. What is that error? Option strict on disallow implicit conversion from integer to string. The selected value is incompatible with the property type. What this error is saying about, you cannot convert the integer to string, because here if you remove it, already here it is mentioned test must be quoted, because it should be available in the string format. If you go for the open in advanced editor, there here it is showing text in a string format, not in an integer. Okay, for that what I'm going to do, total amount dot to string. Okay, this will give it. Now there is no extra red color and all these things. Now all things are perfect. This time we need to give the cell address. What cell we need to give? Here you can open the advanced editor. It is also in a string format. What is the cell address here? F2. Where we need to write F2. Okay. F. I'm going to give the double quotes. F2. Okay. Now I'm saving it and closing the Excel file. And I'm running. Okay, 1, 1250. Final price is 1252. 1350. 2700 is the total amount. 4 quantity. 1800. 7200. I'm stopping it. Let's check the data is adding into the Excel or not. Okay. Sales data. Okay. It is added 7200. But it is adding data into the same cell. Whatever last data it is there, that data it is only 7200. Why it has added like this? Here in the UiPath, we have given only F2 as a cell address, hard coded. Whatever final data will be there, it is added here only. But it should add it to the one by one. First one here, F2, second one, F3, second one, F4, third one, F5, fifth one, F6. Like this, it should be added. That is the proper way. For this, what we are going to do? For that, we are going to give it as a dynamic, and we are giving the counter. Okay, one variable I am creating here, that is a counter variable. I'm giving it as a counter. Okay, the counter format is, it is an integer format, and the default value is 0. Okay, and what I am doing this right now, I am using one assign activity. Here the counter is equal to counter plus 2. Okay, click on. Okay, now what it will do, counter is equal to counter plus 2. Let's check it how it will come in the message box. Counter. Save. Closing the Excel. If you find this counter, we can give the one text before this, otherwise you will confuse. Double quotes, counter is equal to, and here we need to use plus. Okay, let's wait. Okay, it is now we are adding to the string. Save. Let's see. Counter is equal to 2. Is equal to 2. Why it is coming 2 2 again? Because we did some mistake for this. Okay, we did one mistake here. Directly we are adding here rather than using it 0, you can make it default. So default is equal to 2. Let's check it. 0 plus 1. Check it right now. Time it is adding 2 only. This assign. This is the assign activity. It is available in the integer. Let's check it. Yes. Again, I can go for another assign activity. Is equal to 0 1. Okay, wait. Auto hide. We can go to this the bottom. Save. is equal to 3. Again 1. Okay, something is missing here. Let's wait. We'll do one thing. See, in the for each row in data table, if you go for properties panel, here we have the output.
Your voice is not clear.
Okay, let's check it. Wait. From starting, it is coming like this, either right now only. Yeah, right now it is okay. Hello. Right now my voice is clear. Hello.
Still, I am facing that issue.
Everyone is like that only, either for him only. Can you confirm for other people it is okay or not?
Resound will come.
So yeah, some background noise is coming here in the room. Can you crystal clear? Okay. I think you can check it from your side, your speaker. So other people, they are saying that it is clear.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If you are facing any issues, you can let me know. Okay. For this, what we are going to do, here in the for each row in data table, we have the index. Okay. For this index we are going to save it is in the counter variable. Rather than creating it counter, let's check. It is in the body. Okay, it should be available in the for each row in data table. Minute. Argument, it is in body. Let's check it right now if it is coming correct or not. We can check it right now. Let's check it. In which it is available in the main sequence, either for each way. It will not work. We can use the other thing. Okay, it is adding 2 to 6. Okay, for this, what we can do? Is counter platform. It will start from the 0.
Will be same.
Uh,
Leave the counter as 2 and increase by index. You already created for each index, right? So increase counter equal to counter plus index you give it.
please.
Counter plus index you have created, right? For each index.
Yes. That is what I'm going to do. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
This for each row in data table, if you go for the properties, here the output index is there. That we can save it into the counter. Okay, we can create, already we created the variable that we are going to save it counter. The index, it will start from the 0. Okay, and it will become 2. 0 plus 2, 2. 1 plus, again it will give 1. Like this, it will come. Okay, counter plus 2. You can check it right now, save. You can observe in for each row in data table, if you click here, go for the properties panel, here it will be their output index, counter. Debug it. Okay. Counter is equal to 2. Counter is equal to 3. Now it is working fine. Okay. For this, next step, what we need to go to do, that is 4, 5, 6, like this it is coming. Whatever counter output value that is coming here, okay, here in F2, these two, every time it will become 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. Okay, F plus counter dot to string. F counter yeah, like this you can give in the bracket. Dot string. It's like this only. This is the F separate. Dot to string. Okay. Counter F plus counter dot to string. Okay. Now we can see. Debug it again. Two. Okay. Counter is 3. You can observe. Okay, counter is 4. Now we can stop it. Tails data. Okay, now data is adding. Can anyone tell me that why we added +2? Can anyone type in the chat why we added +2?
Because row needs to start from 2, right?
Row is starting from the 2. Means here the cell value is F2. But
Yes.
our index will start from the 0. Basically.
Initially it was given 0. Later you had
Yes. Initially the index will come 0. That is why 0 plus 2. Then next it will go. See, it will go for this is the indexer. First row index will become the 0. Second row, third row, fourth row.
but while taking index it will
Yes.
count it as 0, 1. But while you are assigning to the counter, it will directly take it from 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yes. See, what is the concept here? You can need to know about it. In for each row in data table, if you click here, in the properties, the index output will be there. That is a counter. We saved in the counter variable. In this, what we are going to do, whenever it will go for the first row, it will become what? 0 index. Okay, already we discussed in the previous classes, the row index will start from the 0. Okay, first row, the index will be the 0. Okay, first row is completed. Then it will go for the second row. The index will be the 1. Then again it will go for the third row. The index will become 2. Like this. Okay. What happened here? Here I will give the one example. The first row, it will read, the index will become 0. The second row, it will go for, index will become 1. Okay. If you observe, if you the first row, where the row is starting here, from here it is starting. What is the cell address of these? F2 means it is 2. It has taken 1 and 2 and it is F2 cell address. For this, to get that F2, first row means this one only. This one only. To get this cell address, need to give 2 is dynamically. What we are going to do, 0 plus 2. It will become 2. And it is a F2. Same is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then it will become F3. If you go for third row, same. Next index, net index, what it will be, go for the 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4. It will become F4. Like this, it will work. Did you understand this concept now? Hello? If you understand this concept, type S in the chat. Okay, good. We have the Excel. This is how we can do. Either we can run it fully for how many rows are 55 rows are there. Okay, I am disabling Control D, disabling the all the message box. Control D. To enable these activities, Control E. If you want to click Control E, it will enable. If you use directly, you can right click here, and here you can see this disable activity, Control D, and enable. If you click this comment out button, enable activity, Control G. Okay, I'm disabling it. This also I'm disabling it. This also disabling it. Save, and I'm closing this. Okay, it's completed. Now we can check it. Okay. Like this, we have the 1500 products. In the next class, everyone need to send this output file to me with these all the runs total amount. Okay, I will share the input file to you, and you can need to send me. Okay, if you see the overview, what we did, total amount variable and writing the output to the cell by using the write cell activity. cell activity. Okay, this is all about it. If you go to the overview about again, first we are reading the input and going for the for each row in data table, and we are assigning the whatever quantity due to the particular variables, quantity variable and unit price variable. After that, we are doing the multiplication unit price into the quantity into the unit price. Then after that, output that we are saving into the unit total amount variable. After, we are using the right cell activity, and we, while using the right cell activity, what challenge we faced, we assign the counter to it. This is how you can explain this in all these in simple steps. Okay, anyone have any doubts